There we go. The wilderness area in Sanford, Florida. I'm going to be hiking the trails here. I got to go pick up my trail cam, so I figure I'll give you a view of what I'll be doing and where I'll be going, and maybe some of the people who I'm going to be seeing. So let me flip the camera, and I'm going to be holding it. So if it gets a little jumpy and a little shaky, I don't know. There's nobody watching, so I'm not even worried about that. But yeah, if anybody tunes in, I hope you like it, and I'll come join me. All right, flipping now. All right, here's the first Black Bear Trail Walk, Boardwalk, I'm sorry, number 1. Can't bring you horses, I'm sorry about that. And here's the trail. Well, it's the beginning of the trail. They, I guess, put this in here because it's well, when it rains, there's a lot of flooding, and it's been dry for weeks here, and you can see there's a stream down there now. Looking over the rail, there's a stream. Let's go to the other side. Stream down here. There's a few little guppies in there. I think the water's coming from the St. Johns River, or it could be just springs in this area, and it could be flowing into the St. Johns River. I'm not sure. So I'm going to try not to make too much noise out here because, well, it is a wilderness area after all. And I'm not used to walking and talking, so if I sound out of breath, that could be what it is. Oh, I got somebody in here. Nice. Welcome, whoever's here. I don't know. I can't see who it is. And like I said, this is the very beginning. Well, I mean the very, very beginning from the parking lot. It's got a little sandy trail that you follow for maybe 20 yards. And it's actually a fairly busy place. As you can see, there's people coming up that I'm about to pass. How you doing? Good afternoon. Oh, I thought about bringing my fishing pole. Any luck? No? All right. Okay, well, apparently there's no fish to be had out here. But it does run along the St. Johns River, as you'll see. So, yeah. And here's where the fork comes. Welcome to the Black Bear Wilderness Area Loop. The whole length is 7.1 miles. Takes 3 to 5 hours. Here's what we'll see. Rough, uneven terrain, slopes and ledges, tree roots, holes as in animal burrows, slippery conditions, fallen trees, some flooded trails if it's been raining, wildlife, bears, alligators, snakes, etc., poison ivy, thorns and vines, and stinging insects. All right, we're going to go this way because this is where my trail cam is. And it's probably, I want to say almost 2 miles in. So sit down, buckle up, and we'll go for a walk. As you can see, these are roots going across. Now, I'm not going to be taking my time looking around so much. And rarely do you see snakes sitting directly on the trail. Occasionally, but a lot of times you'll see them just off to the side. Sometimes you'll see them curled up next to a tree. But if I see any, I'll definitely point them out. All right, now this area here, no, this isn't it. I was, my first time out here, there's a little bench if you get tired. And it says something. Eagle Scout Project donated by Eric Brown, Troop 854. I was out here my first time, and I set up my trail cam. And if you guys have seen that video, then you know how kind of cool it was. Here's a game trail here. Is this where I was? No, I don't think I set it up on here. Maybe I did, I don't know. It's hard to say because... Oh, just heard something go into the woods there. That's probably a lizard. Place is full of them. Yeah, we must have already passed the area where I first set my trail cam up. Because I'm looking to the left here. You see all that green? That's algae on the water. There's standing water there. Another animal trail going into here. And you see all that greenery in the back. I don't know if you can see it right back there. That's all like a swamp. Cypress Swamp. Check this little guy out. A little spider right there. Another game trail. Or people trail, I don't know. And here's a place where once it rains it gets flooded. Yeah, we must have already passed that place. I'm hoping I'm able to find my trail cam. I put markers up in the trees, and if nobody took them down, then I should be able to find it. We've only been at it for 6.5 minutes, and we're 1/4 mile in. And I just saw a squirrel on this tree. I don't know where he went. He's hiding, obviously. But it's the middle of the day. Probably not going to see a lot of wildlife out here. Early in the morning and late in the evening is when you'll see the most. So you won't catch me out here then. Not at all. Not at all. Another spider web. I didn't see a spider in it. Here's another bench. I think this will probably be the last one. Eagle Scout Project again by Eric Brown. Troop 854. I don't know if you can hear the rustlings in the woods. It's lizards. We got so damn many lizards out here. Look at these roots. Look at these roots. All these tree roots trying to trip you up. And just to give you an idea of how high these things are. They're over my sneaker there. So with these tree roots here, and if there's a snake laying among them, you really got to pay attention. Like this tree root right here, looks very suspicious, but it is a tree root. Oh, and there's a lizard. Where'd he go? Right there. Oh, he just took off. Yeah, there's at least a metric ton of lizards out here. More tree roots. And here's a place. Oh man, this is a big time animal trail here. Game trail. In fact, you can tell it's a game trail. I step on the cypress knee. There's footprints in the trail there. It looks like hog, but I'm not sure. And a wild hog is not something you want to sneak up on. Trust me on that one. All right, getting back on the trail. Oop, more lizards. Oh, there's a squirrel. See his tail, his bushy tail sticking out? Yeah, he's watching me. I'm sure there are some people that feed them, although that's never advisable in a wilderness setting, or even in a public park. If you want to leave something out for them, That is absolutely the most kindness you should ever show to them. Yeah, I may not be watching the trail ahead of me so much because I'm looking at the water here, and that's a log back there. That's not a gator. Another Eagle Scout bench. Let's go to the other side here because there's water. And sometimes you'll see turtles out here. And of course there are gators out here. Ooh, is this water running? Is this moving? No, it's just the guppies. So if there's guppies in there, you know there's snakes in there eating them. Oh, there's a turtle. See if I can zoom it in. I can. The turtle right there. See him? Right there. He's probably a good 12 yards away. All right, zooming back out. Here we go. Well, I had one person. Okay, now I'm just talking to me. That's okay. Ooh, look at this lizard. Brazen he is. Sometimes you'll run across people just photographing the fauna and the flora. Saw a guy out here last week. He was set his camera up and he was just taking pictures of the scenery. You know, this is a place where you potentially can see pigs and bears. You know, to see a panther out here wouldn't surprise me a bit. And I'd be very excited to catch one on my trail cam. There's more water down there. Seen a lot of spider webs in the woods today. I don't normally stop and look in the woods. Look at this tree. Woodpecker fodder is really what it is. So another game trail going off to the left. It's pretty still in here. It was breezy out. Not sure what that is. But yeah. Not going to go down to investigate because if it's something big, call me a chicken if you like. I don't mind. Yeah, there's no breeze in here at all. It's very still. You may hear the birds in the background. But during the day, there's just a ton of people that walk through here. So, I mean, if there is any wildlife out at this time of day, you know, something's got to be wrong with them. Maybe they're really hungry, or maybe they're not feeling well. I'm looking over here in the water, because water does tend to attract wildlife. More water over here. And you know, even if you don't see water, because we are in Florida, there's always a potential to see gators. Doesn't matter where you are or how far away the water is. They get up and they move around, especially this time of year. Trying to establish new territories, because the larger ones are very territorial. I hear people coming. These flowers. These guys are cool. Look at that one pink one.
Yeah, exactly. How could it be?
That's why it's my favorite plant. It looks cute.
Hey guys. I don't know. I just don't think I would be eating jerky walking around out here. All right, well, we've made it a half-mile in. Wow, this is a big game trail right here. Let's go down and see what we can see. Oh, there's a squirrel on this tree here. Not going too close to the water. Because if you see a gator in there, you know to stay away from them. However, it's the one you don't see that's going to get you. I'd have to bring my camera back over here and set up. Now, it wouldn't surprise me to see otters out here either. Although they are primarily fish eaters. And I can't imagine there being a lot of fish other than guppies in these little pools here. Yeah, the water's far away now. Farther from the trail. More roots. Here's a game trail, I'm pretty sure, because the water was pretty wide, except right there it narrows out, so thinking that might be a... Oh, this is a cool tree. Dig this tree. That is cool, man. Look at these roots. Just waiting for somebody to not be walking and watching where they're going. You hear lizards running around. And I'm looking. I think I see something over there. Looks like it might be a turtle. Yep, turtle sitting on a log. Okay. Another turtle. Dragonfly. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs out here too. Although, oh, I'm feeling a little breeze here, so yeah, it's kind of open. Yeah, you can see the canopy is not as dense as it was. So I'm feeling a breeze. However, when you get down into the thick of it and there's no breeze, and you stop for a second with all this water around here, yeah, you can guarantee the mosquitoes will try to carry you off. Fortunately, I've never been out here when they've been, I mean, horrible bad. My first time out here, when I first set up my trail cam, oh, there's some mushrooms down there. I thought they were eggs. Yeah, my first time, the mosquitoes were really bad out here. I stopped to right next to the standing water and set up my trail cam, and I just about had a fist fight with one of the mosquitoes. Tried to grab my wallet. I said no. Punched him in his proboscis, and he left me alone. Just hope I don't run into him again. He'll probably remember. See, now these are the parts of the trails that worry me. Did I ever zoom that back out? There we go. You see the trail? The high side is over here, and it kind of goes around these trees. When the trail goes closer to the water like this, I'm thinking that's an ambush. Ooh, look at them. Oh! Just missed that one. He just dumped in the water. That is a big turtle. At first I thought it was a soft shell, but I don't believe it is. I don't dare try to get over there because look at this terrain. Try to zoom out more. There we go. That was my finger in the way, sorry. See, this is the kind of thing, it says it takes you 3 to 5 hours to walk around. But I mean, you gotta walk really slow and really quiet and look everywhere. Because I'm sure I'm missing 98% of the animals that are out here because I'm filming. And I'm walking, whoa, look at the size of the turtle out there. Man. I don't know if you can see him. That is a big turtle. That guy's got to be at least a foot, front to back. And there's more standing water on this side. Whoop, lizard, almost stepped on him. Come on, buddy, get out of the way. Oh, I see a gator. Yes, I do. It's right there. Where's my finger? There it is, and the gator's right there. That's what I'm telling you, man. If you see the gator, that's cool. It's the one you don't see. And look at, in relative to where we just were filming, there's the gator, and there's the turtle. So yeah, they're out here. That's what I'm saying, and that gator would have no problem getting up, walking across this trail, and going to the water on the other side. If he's hungry or just feels the need to, more water. Look at this trail. This is so cool. You know, there were probably about 20 cars in the parking lot. Well, maybe 15. But in a 7-mile trail, how many people are you really going to run into? Especially if they're traveling the same direction as you. Although it is human nature just to go to the left, especially in America, where we read from left to right. All right. More lizards. I hear them. Oh, I see that one. See him sitting right there? I'll get closer, make him move. Yep, there he goes. They're all over the place. I mean, if you wanted to, you can catch them, but I don't know why you would want to. I wonder why this water is open. It's not all grown over. Okay, we're 23 minutes in. I haven't seen the 3/4 mile marker yet. I'm just going to show you the trail while I look on either side. And the water is like 12, 15 feet from the trail here. So I'm a little wary of it. Look at them cypress trees. There's a bird out there. See if I can get to a place where we can see him. Yeah, well, I know you can see him. I was trying to point, but you can see him. He's probably a good 40 yards away. was gonna say, if you guys see a snake on the trail as I'm walking, man, look at this game trail here. I mean, this is so worn. This looks like a people trail. Got to be some pretty big stuff walking around in here. But you know, typically they'll go across the trail, but this one doesn't. Just goes to the trail. Interesting. Here's a tree that fell across the log and they cut it, moved it. Oh, maybe here's the other side of that trail. And here's the 3/4 mile. All right, we're almost halfway to where my trail cam is. This is just such a great place. I mean, if I worked 4-day weeks, I'd come out here for 3 days and just camp. Another game trail there. You know, when you're out here looking, sometimes they're hard to see, but in the camera, it shows right up. And you do notice that most of the game trails, the big ones, they're on the left-hand side, because I think the right-hand side here, if you were to cut through the swamp, you would probably come up to some houses. I'd say maybe half-mile away, mile away. There are some neighborhoods and some subdivisions back there, but we're eventually going to get to a place where there isn't any of that. More of these little flowers. I think they're called lantana. They're just really cool. It gives you a pop of color every now and then. Whoop, there's a bird up there. That was a red-tailed hawk. Hey, first time I've seen one of those. Shows you where the trail is. Nice. It's my 3rd or 4th time being out here, and first time I've seen one of those. All right, now I saw a red-tailed hawk up in here. Yeah, like we have any chance of seeing him out there when he's not moving. They are the exact same color as the trees. So we're probably not going to get a chance to see them. Okay. Another game trail there, and it looks like a squirrel's been tearing it up. We're going to get to some places down at the bottom like this where, I mean, it's like really torn up. And I'm positive it wasn't from squirrels. I've caught, on my trail cam, I've caught it. Armadillos, possums, wild hogs. So I'm pretty sure those guys would be the culprits if I had to guess. Some more water. Oh. Hi. Oh, he's cute. Oh.
Tired.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Look at all those cypress roots. And look at his stain on this tree. Right across here. Thinking maybe that's where the waters come up. Hey, how you doing? I wonder if the water level was so high here at one point that it just did that. See, now look at all these plants right in here. All this greenery. That's all water under there. And I'm sure the bottom of that, if you ever to walk in there and get to where the earth starts and the water stops, I'm sure it's not going to be solid like the bottom of a swimming pool. Oh, look at this. Can't really see, but we're going down now. And we're almost at the same level as all this water down here. Fortunately, there's a bunch of debris here, so if anything was to rush you, any type of animals, they would have to get around all that or over it. Wow, look at those purple flowers. Looking into the sun, look at them flowers in the water. Those are beautiful. trying to zoom the camera back out. There we go. At least that way it's not so shaky. And this right here, there's a game trail right here. And there's a butterfly trying to attack me. You see him? There's two of them. Fortunately, in this area, they're not venomous. I do hear buzzing insects. Wow, look at all the flowers. Dude! And I did hear something big in the water behind me. But I'm not going to check it out. You know why? Because I'm smart. And here's a butterfly on these flowers here. Look at this little fuzzy guy. This little fuzzy flower. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Look at him, look at him, look at him. They're cute. Lots of flowers. Lots of, lots of flowers. This here could be an ant nest, an ant mound. Fire ants perhaps, because this soil, this hard pack that I'm walking on is really hard. I mean, it's been a while since the rain, so it's really hard. I mean, look at how it's coming apart, and this is in the shade. Oh, it's just cracked, and out here it's sun-baked. All right, we're coming up to another boardwalk here. Ooh, more butterflies. Ooh, look at these flowers. I'm gonna have to step in the woods here to get a. Well, now I'll just zoom it in. I'm chicken. Look at these flowers. Oh, look at the bee. There's a bee up there. Buzz, buzz. Where's he at? Where's he? There he is. I think. Did I get there? Nope, there he is. Zzz. Look at these flowers. Yep, I'm walking in here. Look at this guy. And look at that guy. Big old bee. Every time he gets on the flower, it bends. He needs to go on a little bee diet. All right, now here's another boardwalk over some water. Okay, and here's where it starts telling you about the animals and where you are in the park. Although you don't see too much of that. Look at the butterflies. The flowers out there. Oh, I heard some people. I hope they don't scare. There's a... Oh, look at this guy. Turtle, see him? See him? See him? It's pretty good size. We saw him, he saw me. He's still moving. Nope, he stopped. Okay. I'm gonna be quiet because this is how you scare everybody. You won't get anybody on film. Let's see if this gator's over here. Of course, the one time we see people, it's right at the place where I always see a gator. And here's some kind of service station and a road. I'm gonna go down that road one day. Did you see him down there?
Yeah, what was?
Gator.
Gator.
We can't see
we can see just here.
Oh, okay.
It was a gator.
Yeah, there's a gator. Oh, he left? Okay.
They enter on the park.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, there's an alligator that hangs out in here. I'm really gonna not try and drop my phone in here. And I've seen snakes down in here too. Don't see any at the moment. But you can see all the movement in the water here from the bugs and the bubbles. There's an alligator that just jumped into that pipe there because they are very shy and secretive. You know, people get eaten by them, yes. But when they're small, I mean, that guy was only 3 to 4 feet long. And something's been up in here. But I don't see anything. Last time I came, I saw 2 snakes over here. Not this time. Another boardwalk, because this is all swamp. And you see what looks like trails through the muck here. Yeah, this is probably gator trails. Still nobody joining me on my hike. That's fine. You know what? I'm just having fun doing this. I see a big old lizard standing on the rail there. See him running across the top. See him? Yep, he went down. I'm just moving from side to side looking at the water. Because water attracts animals. Yes, it does. There's a trail right there. Kind of goes along there. And you know, you just never know where you're going to see something. I mean, I could take 3 steps over. There could be an enormous snake sitting there. Big old gator. Oh, look at the buzzards flying around. I don't know if you can see them. Now we're coming up to the St. Johns River. I mean, when I tell you this trail runs along the St. Johns River, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. And you know, I was so excited to get you guys out here. I forgot to say this is the Regular Guy channel. I'm Regular Guy. How yous doing? And you see these trees with the big bottoms on them? Those are cypress trees. There's a couple more there. And oddly enough, this is called a Cypress Swamp. These trees are special in that they can live in this super wet environment. I mean, look at the roots on this guy. Well, not the roots, but I don't even know what that's called, the skirt. And you know, in a little area like this, you could just take a photograph of it and just take it home, blow it up, and study it, and you might find a bunch of stuff in it. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
How are you?
Good. Another cypress tree there. And that's what a cypress tree looks like. Pay attention, there'll be a test on this later. All right, yeah. Cypress trees, you can see we're getting into more of a shaded area. And in the middle of the day, they call it the heat of the day, this is where the animals will be. Oop, there's a squirrel. I don't know if you can see him. See if I can zoom him in. Trying to zoom it out now. There we go. Ooh, I hear something back there. Something big. It's probably people. But I've seen turtles on this log before. Oh, that breeze feels so nice. Man, if you guys had breeze-o-vision, you'd be able to feel it. I don't think that's a thing yet, though. Elon Musk will probably come up with it on his Twitter. Because, you know, he's got nothing else to do. All right, now here is the St. Johns River. And if you were adventurous, you could take the trail. But I'm not that adventurous. Okay, I guess it's possible to see the Florida manatee out here. Oh, I didn't notice this before. 2 miles. No, 2. Second boardwalk. This is a 1 mile. And this is the magnificent St. Johns River. This is one of the only rivers in the world that flows from south to north. This guy is actually flowing from right to left, and it's heading up, and it's going to flow out of the estuary in Jacksonville. So theoretically, you could hop on a boat and take this guy to Jacksonville, which is 2 hours by car from here, or well, let's see, from here 2.5 hours. Let's go to the other side here where the bank is. And the breeze is just awesome out here. Look at how these fronds are blowing. I don't know if you can notice. All right. I'm going to try and be a little quieter now, because this is where we're going to see some gators, if they're out here. Now you can hear this water rolling up on the sides of the river. That's because a boat just went by, and well, it went by kind of fast. Another turtle out there. I don't know if you can see him trying to point. There he is, right there. Lizard. Nope, lost him. They're so quick. All right, let me zoom back out. There we go. Another lizard. Now every now and then, the river's on our right. And you can see there'll be a break in the river, in the foliage here. And I saw last week a turkey flew in. Yeah, a wild turkey flew in, landed right on the trail, and just took off in the woods. And not 3 seconds into the woods, he was gone. I couldn't see him. All right, now there's a small, I want to call it like a little island. There's some high and dry ground out there. Kind of between me and the actual river. And I've seen gators. Oh, there it is. I've seen gators sitting out there before. I don't see them now, though. And this guy will run alongside the St. Johns River for probably the next 2-3 miles. Then it'll veer off to the left. I've never been in that far, because I usually come in the afternoons. And I don't want to be caught out here anywhere close to dark, so. I mean, I grew up in the woods, but not these woods. So, yeah, there's a difference. Oop, that was a squirrel. And there's a lizard. Yep, went around the tree. Now I'm looking over here, and the water is kind of, I don't want to say the water's high, but the path is not as high. Oh, there's one. See him? See him? See him? See him? Trying to get to where we can see him. There he is, right there. Right there. Where's my finger? Yeah, he's right there. Let me see if I can walk around here and get a better shot of him through the foliage. No, not really. But he's out there. That's a good size one. That's a good 8-footer there. That's one that'll take you down. So it's good to stay on the trail. And look at these roots, man. They're just trying to trip you. I'm only going to take you guys as far as where my trail cam is. Holy shit! Sorry. Look at this. I mean, you got to see him. I'm not even going to point him out. Look at the size of that dinosaur there. That's a 10-footer easy. And look at this game trail right here. And I guess that's what he's waiting on. Look at that monster. And if I had to guess, 35 yards, 30 yards. They say they're as quick as a racehorse in the first, I don't know, 20 feet or so. But, yeah, you've just never seen me scared, so. He damn sure won't see me again. Except the back of my head and the bottoms of my feet, because I'll be kicking. Yeah, see how the higher ground goes up here and the path kind of detours down towards the water? And yeah, there's water on this side too. All kinds of standing water. Oh, look it, look it, look it. Look it, look, look. I know he hears me. See him? Some kind of heron or something. Yeah, that's a heron right there. He's hunting. Now if you hear a big splash in a few minutes, that's because the heron got too close to that gator. Lots of lizards. No snakes today though, I'm surprised. Saw 2 of them last time I was out here. And I don't know if in the background you can hear those boats going by. I mean, I could throw a rock left-handed and hit the water. That's how close it is. And look at all these guys sticking up out of the swamp. Those are cypress knees. They call them K-N-E-E-S, knees. I mean, this is a great place to come. They say about 3.5 miles around, there's a little picnic area. I haven't seen it because I haven't been that far in the woods yet. You know, this is an all-day thing to, I mean, really come out here and explore. And you still won't get the whole thing. Now, I saw a gator out here last week on that little island out there. Oh, there's one. He's actually in the water. See him moving? I know he would love for me to go down there and shake his hand, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, there's water here. There's a little, and that really is an island, I think. Showing you guys the island while I watch where I walk. So I don't want these roots to get me. I mean, look at this root right here. This thing's about as thick as a gator. That's a damn step right there. Oh, I hear a squirrel in the tree. He sounds pissed. Gotta pay attention to where I'm walking because of all these roots. I mean, this tree just kind of popped up right in the middle of the trail. Or the trail grew up around the tree. Alright. 1.25 miles. Oh man, my phone's running out. I guess we're not going to make it to my trail cam. So listen, it's been great with the one person that was with me for a bit. Otherwise, I had a great time. I'm still having a great time. I will, this is a regular guy. I will talk to you guys later.